Good morning. Ow.
Hey everybody, welcome. Thank you for coming. How are you? Hey, it is the 28th. Oh my god, the month is almost ending. Hey everybody, happy Sunday, girl by the Mystic. Welcome and thank you so much for joining. Good morning, just Andrea. Good morning, Vonnie B. Good morning, NYW, and thank you also for joining the membership. I appreciate you all for supporting the channel. Welcome and thank you. Good morning to you. Um, there's a lot going on. Okay, and I cannot say enough on here that people really show their insecurities sometimes. And that's all I'm going to say. And that's generally speaking. No, I got up this morning and I watched Deanna did a live, and the first thing I noticed, well, it was two things. She was talking about um what's her name? Tracy and Pizarro and whoever else, because at some point she was just cussing. She was just dragging. So I don't know, maybe so this came off of the heels of her last live. Well, the previous live, I should say. So I'm assuming, that's the reason why she came back live and, spoke about what happened. But the funny part of it all, the funny part, because okay, we know Deanna and Pizarro ain't cool and stuff. I get that. It's been like that for a while, so I get that. But the funny part that I took was at the beginning of the live. She told Tracy, do not take my shit down, do not play my shit, because I am going to flag you. Okay. And I said to myself, now why would that woman over there be playing Deanna's videos and she knows she doesn't like Deanna? Why would she feel like it was okay for her to play her video? Now, I didn't go over there for myself to hear when she played the video, or if she played the video. I'm just going to say that's what Deanna was talking about at the beginning of the live, that she played her video. And she's telling her, by this morning, she better make sure she has it down. Then somebody typed in the chat to go look at her community wall. And I said, let me type her name in and go look for myself. And hold on, let me go back and look. On the community wall, she at Deanna and says, strike away, bish. Watch me reverse it. She's mad, y'all. So that was pretty much her response to hearing that Deanna will strike her for using her content. This is the woman who keeps losing her channel. She gets caught up in the moment and she always wants to prove a point, and it always goes down to her losing a channel. If somebody asks you not to play their shit, don't play it. You know, that's just it. But then you're being brazen enough to say, strike away, I'll reverse it. Every time you tell somebody to, oh, do whatever, whatever, I'm just going to this and I'm just going to do that. And then when we just look, your channel is gone because you're too smart for your own use. That's what your smartness does to you. It's always the ones who act the smartest on here that do the dumbest shit. And that's why I proudly wear my sash that I got a year or so ago. That I'm a dumb bitch. Let me be dumb. Because I would never want to be as smart as some of you dim-witted bitches on here. I'm just saying. Hey, glamour girl. I hope you recovered from your cookie eating yesterday. I mean, last night. Good morning, Exposed TV. Hi, Can't Stop. Hey, Jill's Comfort Zone. Good morning. And good morning to you, Nurse Shay. Big up yourself. Hey, Life with Jamila. Good morning. And I'm hoping you guys are doing okay. For real, for real. You went, the streets were busy yesterday. Um, I pretty much like to get stuff in short form. Um, Yesterday myself, and not only me, and you ate more. Oh my gosh. Hey, Rare Treasure. Good morning. Hoping you're doing okay. Okay. So there are quite a number of CCs here in the beef sector. There's no way you can possibly catch everything that goes on here and lead a productive life. There are some who can and are very good at multitasking and stuff, or some who just happen to be in the right room at the right time to know stuff going down. So you can possibly catch everything. So I don't always catch everything. But the gist of what I got yesterday, and I came and I spoke about it, and it's it's unfortunate that every time I'm going to say something, I have to remind people that people are always going to see things differently. Everybody's going to have their own opinions. So I just found out yesterday that, there was something brewing between Yaya and Brianna. And that's because I dropped Indiana's live yesterday and, they mentioned it. And I'm like, let me run over to Nessie's channel and go see what happened before she puts it on members only. So I just went, listened to it, dropped some of the stuff I saw, because I typed in the chat and I said, okay, I'm going to go look and see. And then, I came back and I just pretty much dropped some of the stuff she said, for those who were just as shocked as I was, because I was not expecting that. I know it's a beef sector and we're supposed to expect that people are, going to fall out from time to time. But that one I didn't expect. And when Yaya was talking, I didn't like get much animosity, with her, you know, speaking about the situation. But, she was vocal enough to say, she doesn't appreciate people questioning her loyalty. That's basically it. And this all stems from the whole group chat situation that happened. I like just bullet points, right? So bullet points, the group was created sometime in November. It was an open invitation to whoever wanted to be a part of it. Bullet points, some people were not happy being in the group, about other people being in the group. Some people were unhappy because they were taken away, took did I was I gonna say took in? What in the hell? I've been watching Beef Sector too long. I was about to say took in. Oh Lord, slap me twice. Some people were unhappy they were taken out of the group. Um, but there were a few others, if you really look closely, you'll see people said, oh, they removed me from the group. Like there are so many other people who, if you watch in other chats or listen to other people, they say they were taken out of the group too. But only one person kicked a stink. And I'm sticking to what I said. I don't care. That's my view. That's my view. Do I have to be defending how I feel? No. If she did not come out and send that message in the Cash App, we wouldn't have known, or anything, or people wouldn't have been thinking about moles being in the group, or people supposedly doxing in the group or talking bad about people in the group and stuff. No. Jill, you're ready to go back to sleep? I'm kind of tired too. I've been up for probably like 3 hours, to be honest. I get stuff done in the mornings because depending on what's going on for the rest of the day, I want to rest or, just chill. So I try to do as much as possible in the mornings. Um, so that's that. So yesterday I found out that things were not so cool with her, and it had something to do with her being a part of the group, and that's what happened, right? There were some people, and you're going to find this, that some people are going to ask questions. People are going to ask questions. People are going to feel a way about a topic. So people have been asking, well, I just yesterday, like, why weren't other people reprimanded who were in the group? Why is being a part of the group such a big thing? It was never a secret group. Why do you not trust that if something was said or an doxing was done, that Yaya would stand on business and come and let you know? And those are just logical questions. Any human would want to ask questions. I'm just saying, it's just human nature for people to ask questions and stuff. So maybe people didn't get it because they may have missed a live. I don't know. So yesterday, Shady Blue also came. So we also know that he was a part of the group. Um, Shady came up and he was talking. I'm like, spill it. What is it that you're talking about? Like, I wasn't getting what he was saying. So I'm in the chat. I'm like, spill it. What is it? You know? Because sometimes we're clueless. I'm going to ask questions. So we found that out yesterday that things, she was not happy about that. Um, so people are saying, why did Yaya feel it was okay to go on Ness's panel, to go on Deanna's panel, to go on Ronnie Q's panel, and all the other panels, and not come and address the situation? And then I saw other people in the chat saying, but hey, it's her business if she wants to go all those places. She's been going to those places before. And why not? And then we look at a previous person who was skipping around and not going and addressing um some situation head on, and was hopping and skipping on other panels too. So it's pretty much similar stuff. um People are going to talk. This is the beef sector. We see thousands of subscribers on here, dozens of channel holders. You are going to find that people are not going to always. Why am I saying this? I hate hearing myself say this over and over. People are going to have differing views. People are going to want to question stuff. Some people may get it wrong, some people may get it right. People are going to support the dozens of CCs on here. We cannot just stop talking to people because you stop talking to them. We cannot stop liking people because you stop liking them. It's going to be like this. It's always been like this. And a typical example, look at Tracy over there by Pizarro's channel right now. And she used to dog Pizarro out. And then when the other bitch, Paulette, used to be over there, they used to talk shit about Pizarro. Now she's clicking the link to address situations. Now Tracy is cartwheeling in Pizarro's chat and stuff. What led her to wanting to go over there? And some of the subbies who were over there agreeing with Tracy when she was dogging out, were talking bad about Pizarro. Are you over there now too? You see what I'm saying? Do not take sides. Don't take sides if you don't have to. Unless it's you who want to take the side, take it. But don't do it on account of a content creator, because half of you didn't want to go over to the spaceship anymore and had all of those bad things to say about the spaceship. Now your leader is over there, you're going over there. You need to be led, bitch. You don't have a mind of your own. I was missing something when I saw people saying hi to her over there, and she was pissed when a couple years ago people from her own chat were going over there, or her mods were going over there. She didn't like it. She didn't like it. It upset her spirit that people used to go over by the spaceship. Now she's over there. Now she's over right. Girl, but do not, subscribers, do not take sides. You hear me? That's it. That's all. I'm all over the place. Okay, let me go back to the chat. And I'm going to drop the link if anybody wants to come up. Miss Perp, I responded to your message, so just let me know when you see it, because I saw it a few days late. So that's that. Let me see. She kicked all this shit off, and now she's sitting back with the after in the watching the aftermath. Right. Oh, just Andrea says, I got 1 hour to go until I get off work. Hey, Louie. Hey, everybody coming in. Jill says they made up a reason to be mad at Yaya. Hey, Brit. Hey, Brit girl. Hey, Queen Diva. Good morning. Glamour says, my thing is that they are trying to control movements. Same to you, Louie. People's movements. Okay, got you. They're trying to control people's movements, but you cannot control where people go. It's unfortunate that people are expecting some type of loyalty when even the same people that you're supporting, they'll just flip on you. You have to all understand that you're disposable. Take that. Mm. Why would Yaya go to places she's been shaded? From my impression, Yaya is still cool with Lady Nika and Pizarro. So some people were trying to bring like some crazy info over there at the spaceship last night. And I get that, Ronnie Q and Pizarro ain't cool and stuff, so you're trying to rile shit up and whatever. But I don't recall, unless I wasn't listening, I don't recall Ronnie Q saying that Pizarro or Lady Nika or who else? Anyone was upset about the membership. Whenever we do mention the memberships and stuff, it has to do with the Miss O. Whenever you see people talking about, oh, they're jealous of the membership or the person, that it was the Miss O, because Yaya got over 600 memberships, and if they did the comparison, they would see that people were supporting Yaya over the Miss O when it comes to that. And the sharing of lives became a stink for some people. So it's just, I feel like I'm talking all over the place. I'm just saying. So Real TV, Ninth Ward. Welcome. Jill's Comfort Zone says, okay, saying hi. Jill says, that's why I go everywhere. I'm not picking sides. Good morning, Red Afro. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Hoping you're doing good. Hey, Shantae. Shantae says, that's one rule I've learned. Don't take sides because folk will rekindle and forget shit all the time. Amen, Shantae. And you'll be out there battling and, taking sides. And then they're cool again and you look like a dumb idiot being on the outskirts. You see what I'm saying? And you're left holding the shit back. If I supported prior to, that's what I'm going to do. Right. So if I'm cool with two people and they fell out, and this has happened to me on here too, cool with two people. One day you're here getting food and being in a missing alive or whatever, and then somebody else goes live and you drop in the chat saying hi and stuff and continuing with day to day. You find out while you're in the live that they just cussed out. They just cussed each other out. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do at this point? I'm still going to be supporting both of them. But no, the subbies had something to say. The CC had something to say. Why are you over there in the chat when she's talking about this person? And I'm like, so am I supposed to walk around with a clipboard and tally sheets and all of that stuff to record when or if somebody falls out so I can know not to drop in the chat again or not to mod there anymore or something? I can't do that. Half of the time I like both of y'all, so I'm going to be in both of y'all chats. I'm going to be in both spaces. Am I supposed to feel bad now because why can't people just choose to be neutral and it be, okay? I'm just saying. Good morning, Shady Blue. Shady Blue, I did not expect you and Pizarro to kick off like that. And I kind of saw a little bit of it in the chat the other night when you guys were over here. But I just thought that you were just pretty much teasing each other. And, because I know I always hear you guys say twin and whatever. So I'm like, okay. So I had typed in the chat, is there fighting in the chat? But I didn't know that, things weren't all that good. And when I say I don't know stuff, I really don't. Or I may have or I may have missed something. So, and I didn't even expect to hear you guys going at it yesterday. But oh well, it's the beef sector. We're gonna see stuff like that happening. Let me see. It's funny to me that since Spy Babe has left the scenes, Tree Mutt is twerking in Pizza's chat. This is a typical example. Go over by her channel, the one that she doesn't use anymore. I don't even know if she uses it because last time I looked at it, it had so many pictures of Kimmy. I mean, the celebrity camel. No, I got so many celebrity. The three, the celebrity pig on her wall. Scroll down and you'll see it, and she can't even remove it. But now they're cool. Prior to that, they were cool. But she's had that over a year ago on her wall. It just goes to show, you know, do not take sides. Because you'll be good, okay, and oh, we're supporting, oh, and we're cool, and this and that, and then the next minute you look, your what they call those things are on a community wall. You see what I'm saying? So she always says she's not cool with people, and then she'll be friends with them in 2 seconds. Don't take sides. Go where you want to go. Support who you want to support. If the CCs don't like that, watch from the bushes or something. Yaya says she's good with P and Lady Nika. People want to see her not cool with Pizarro and Lady Nika. That's what I think. Some people don't want that. Let me see. Shantae say. Oh, Will Smith. Papa Jesus. No, sir. Who is messaging me like that? Oh, I'm way behind. Buddha Bell, good morning. The fallouts are predictable. Let me go. Yep. Ooh, let me go turn my stove off. Shit. I think I'm gonna burn my house down for this shit. Listen, talk amongst yourself and listen to some real African drumming. I'll be right back. Oh, hey, all right. Oh, okay. That was a long break. I hope you were dancing and stuff. You have to be able to move your hips. Okay, people don't seem to let me go back to the chat real quick. People don't seem to understand maturity and neutrality. Yeah, like how can you get in your feelings for people wanting to support both parties? You know, Shady Blue, what happened between you and Pizarro? And I did not expect that exchange from you guys last night. That was kind of hard to watch, to see you guys fighting and stuff. But hey, Voodoo, good morning. If I missed anyone, good morning. Hey, Joyce, good morning, and thank you again also for joining the membership. Red Afro says you can't miss a day or two; things get turned real quick. Oh, okay. Like when she was all up MU's ass and blocking people out of her chat. Oh, you're not gonna speak badly about MU over here. Oh no. And then MU will be on the line talking about, oh, and your chat is doing this. Oh no, babes. I'm gonna remove that from them. Guys, please don't say anything too bad about them. Boom. They fell out. What are the subscribers supposed to do? Choose between both of you now that you fell out? You cannot expect so much from the subscribers. There are people who are loyal. That's fine. Nothing's wrong with that. But I'm just saying. Good morning, Ox City. Ox City says, good morning, beautiful. After what I saw last night, it's a lot of lines in the sand. Oh, yeah. Joy says, I think they're mad because Yaya got her own channel. I think it depends on who the they are. It depends on who the they are, but I think she still has her support system, you know. I think she still has her support system from before. It's just that we didn't expect to hear, yesterday. Well, at least I didn't expect to hear that her being in the group would have caused, you know, what's her Brianna to not be, okay with it. But we can't say much because you got to remember that they're cool offline and stuff, and they have their different relationships. So we just have to pretty much let them work that out themselves, I guess. But it's I'm seeing where it all started when she was getting all that support with the cash apps and the membership, and it's that other person who says y'all don't support me, y'all don't support me, and it also stemmed from people sharing out Sassy's live too. Okay. Jill's comfort zone says, so Yaya thinks TMO gave JD her information. I think I heard that somewhere. Where was I? Gosh, too many lives. Peeping in too many lives. Yeah. I think Yaya had said that it was the only person who knew her address and her real name was the Miss O. The only person she said that she gave that to. Because I think she had mailed something to her, I think. So that was an interesting point of information for me. So I don't know how that got out. It may have been, I'm still leaving it open that it may have been other ways, but we're not going to overlook this point of information right here. Okay. I'm just saying. Jill says, I wish Yaya nothing but the best. You have to count on your costs. Count on your. The close folks will flip on you at any given moment. Ciao. Oh, Shady's answering I'm a little bit behind. I'm gonna go faster. She thought a statement I made was towards her. Okay, so you're saying that you said something and she thought it was about her. That word y'all, right? That word y'all is going to mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Y'all, them, they, the mob, the gang, and the imaginary people, coupled with the paranoia. Okay. Count on yourself. Okay, count on yourself. Got you. Got you. Yeah. So pretty much, some people are saying that they do not see how Yaya being a part of the group should change the relationship with her and anyone. Hey, Mike, welcome. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's a it is the paranoia. That's a cherry on the top, right? So what do you guys think about what's going on? I'm wondering if now we're not going to hear about TC and um what's her name, just Krista anymore, if that's over. Because there was a live that was done yesterday with some bombs dropped. Um but I'm thinking that this new development is pretty much going to overshadow that, so I don't think people will be talking about that anymore. And I'll be happy if that goes away, to be quite honest. It is content, but when you're with someone and then all these things start coming out, like stuff you do, what it's kind of weird. I know it's entertainment at the end of the day, but hey, if we're here to watch it, aren't we? Okay. Ox City says it's because they didn't know anything that happened in the group from Yaya. That's the gag. Mm-mm. Shantae Elba, if I knew. Oh no, TC gave me a few points. Can you imagine TC being on my link and it's a problem? TC has clicked my link numerous times. So one time she comes over here for me to ask her some stuff, it became an issue. TC has always, you know, dropped down whenever she could. I'm just saying. I, from what I gathered, TC met T Velocity last year. She met just Krista about 7 or 8 months ago. Over by Mim Pam. That A View is a View. Um, there was some stuff that was happening. Oh, T Velocity joked about, Krista when she was eating. There was some challenge or something, and she didn't like it. She dropped down in T Velocity's chat one day, and maybe T Velocity didn't see her, so it was some issue. But anyway, something happened. TC tried to, be a problem solver. She called Miss T Velocity to talk about it and straighten that out. But that was not enough. You know, called her, then it was on three-way. Miss T was like, okay, no problem, no hard feelings, so and so, whatever. They straightened that out, and that was sometime in October. Fast forward to here, this is where we're at today, and I am not sure, because then I would have to be able to watch the other channel holders that she spoke of, that she calls their friends, so I could put two and two together. And I never want to like talk about stuff that I don't know, you know? So I can only say what I got from what she came here and said. And the little that I see out there, she's a firecracker. You hear me? She's a firecracker. It's like yin and yang. Good morning, the real K Fit. Let me drop my link if anybody wants to talk about what um happened yesterday. And I was scrolling through Ness's channel too and saw that you were up there too, Shady Boo. Good morning, Faye. Shantae says TC has always been over here, and it wasn't the first time she's hit your link. Exactly, make them move on, Gwe. Like it's a big deal. The funny part to me is, let me not. I'm not gonna repeat that shit. Hold on 1 second. Hold. Ooh, hold on. Oh, I am begging. Did anybody click the link? Shit. Record that. I begged someone to click the link. Okay. I've been seeing some names that people have given her. Pickles, Pennywise, and all of these names. You guys are crazy. The funny part to me is she's complaining that what's her name? She's complaining, hey Linda, she's complaining that TC keeps clicking links to talk. But at the same time, she's the one who started clicking links to talk about their relationship. That was the hilarious part to me, you know? So I get it, TC says she doesn't want to talk about the relate stuff and whatever. She doesn't want to be content. But at the same time, she's clicking links and having discussions. But who first brought it out? And why is there so much gaslighting going on too? What's the purpose? What's the reason for it? Does anybody know? Can anybody help me find out? What's the purpose of saying, oh, and you did this to make me feel some type of way, and they did? It's all about your feelings only, I realize. You cannot be in a relationship with anyone that only their feelings matter. And that's all I'm just going to say on that. It took 2 seconds for us to start hearing about TC's room and how filthy it was, or that she laid on one side of the bed. It took 2 seconds. Love is not supposed to hurt. And when you're mature about stuff, you don't have to come on here. Well, I'm not going to say anything because here we are. We watch it. Shit. Who am I to say anything? I was over there watching the drama unfold with Rob and Tracy. The other night, Rob was on his live complaining about that whole wing situation. He's like, you bought and you got how many shrimps, and I just bought and have a few wings, and you wanted to take some of my. He was pissed off too. How long ago was that? Ooh, my begging worked, child. I got somebody in the back, and I got to make sure it's not somebody using her name to come on here because, hold on 1 second.
It's me.
Okay, you were at the door. Hey, Jill.
Hey, girl. What's going on?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sleepy. I've
Look
been
at who's
up
in
trying
the
to
chat.
follow all of this mess, girl.
It's a lot, and my poor pea brain can't take everything in. But I just like the pointers, pretty much. But go ahead.
Hey, everybody. No, it's just been juicy. A lot of information. I'm like, Lord have mercy. What is going on? And some things I feel so bad, like the defamation of names and stuff is really, really sad, Ah, you can hear me?
Oh yeah, I can.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just confused. So, did you believe any of that stuff that Pickle said?
Not pickles. Hold on, I'm not laughing. Hold on.
Hey, Stacy.
What? Come again? What was your question?
But did you believe it? I'm like,
Okay, I am back. What did you say now?
I said, did you believe any of that? Like, so,
I'm not sure. She said it. She saw her. I don't know what type of conversations they had. I heard like three things. One about her, three things. So I don't know if I missed anything else. One was about her being on the bed with junk on the other side. One was about her living in a room with somebody else, and another about she's eating from the pantry or the food bank or whatever. Those are the only three things I heard. Um, I am not
Mm,
sure I can confirm or I can say yes or no it happened, but I was just, it was kind of sad hearing her say those stuff about somebody you were just, flirting with
mm.
online 2 minutes ago. Did you believe anything?
Nope. No. And I'm biased anyway because she lied on me. So, so, um, yeah, no, I didn't. Mm-mm.
Mm. Why would she
No,
do that though?
because you've been lying on people every time you come out. So no, I
You
don't.
have a point. You have a point right
Everything
there.
everything you come out with, you've been lying
Shock
about.
value, I guess, for shock value, or to try to humiliate her. Hey, Noble, I see you
Exactly.
down there, Noble. Hey, Noble.
It's the
Yeah,
tactic of it's the tactic of trying to embarrass and shame somebody. Like,
right.
you have no proof. You can't. But I'm not. Who? First of all, who would even want to? What turns you on to even want to get involved with somebody with all those issues? There's no. There's what? No, no. So I'm supposed to believe somebody who have this fabulous job is homeless, and yeah, I don't know. And anyway, like I said, I'm biased because she lied on me. So no way. I just and I can't see somebody trying to break because I really don't see anything that she's done so bad. Like she hasn't said anything.
Mm-mm.
Is you coming out here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the hurtful part is kind of crazy. You're coming out here saying all this stuff. And while TC remained quiet this whole time
She was trying to
even
be respectful in the beginning.
and tried to and she even stopped messing with us. Like she stopped coming around. She stopped coming to our chat. She cut us off because she didn't want to be involved. So it's crazy. It's like uh, how is she putting that blame like that? That's kind of crazy. And meanwhile, I still feel a little way in my feelings because let's really put the blame where it is. Like you swing it on people who didn't do anything to you.
Yeah, because you're
And
hurt.
it's kind of
Because your
crazy. You're
feelings
just
got hurt.
swinging
You start
everywhere,
swinging.
and no one's done anything. I know at least I did, and I showed loyalty, and all I did was back away because it was getting crazy. And
Mm-hmm.
still, it was quiet. Like I'm watching, I know what's going down, and then it's kind of crazy how the narrative is being spun as if everybody, did something to her. That's the problem. It's kind of like you only person, and she admitted to that was Monty. Monty came out here swinging and went for your head because of Creole. She admitted to that. You know what I mean? That was the only person who came out swinging on pickles. Okay, like for real. Let's keep it 100. Like that's what happened. And then it was like everybody just got it because whoever you was affiliated with. If you was seen over there at Miss T's or Monty's or whatever, you was getting it. You became this
That is
delusion.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate that
It,
you
it,
cannot
it,
be in somebody's chat without upsetting a CC. Can you imagine having to go through that? That's crazy.
and you're not because you can't make me believe something that didn't happen. You know what I mean? Like that's what you was. I don't go along to just because we cool, and I'm gonna just agree. If you wrong, you wrong. That's even you, Carrie. If I believe something and I don't like something and something is true, I'm going to say you wrong. You know what I mean? Even
Right.
though you're cool, I don't care. I don't care. That's it's kind of it's sad. And then you came out swinging really really hard and telling lies at that. Like and everything is I'm gonna put out more stuff. You don't have
I keep
anything.
hearing that. I
You
haven't
don't have
seen.
nothing. She said that with me. You keep if you go over there and open your mouth, I'm a I'ma tell. What are you gonna tell, girl? I don't know you. Like so it's the delusions for me. It's kind of crazy, and that's the whole story. I'm gonna tell some more stuff. I'm gonna tell this, and then it's like it's kind of funny because you keep talking about these wheels on the bus. It looks like you are the main leader of the bus. Okay, it's kind of crazy, and I'm like, damn. Especially when you don't do stuff to people. I'm sick of the narratives that's being spun. It's kind
Right.
of it's childish. It's kind of like, oh yeah, she be talking shit. She be talking shit. She be talking shit. She be talking shit. Now what shit? What's the most shit you see me talk?
Right. You only came
I
here once to pretty much explain what happened. That was the whole thing with the you being a mod over there and all of that. I
no,
remember
but that's
that.
the jacket on me that Pizarro put. So she's going along. She went along with what Pizarro say, Bree say that I be in chats talking shit. What? Giving my opinion or not agreeing with something? I never be disrespecting nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what kind of shit could I be talking about? That you can't control where people go. It seems like you want to be mad at yeah. I mean, this is the type of stuff I type any normally, and it seems like that. That's just my opinion. That's not talking shit. It's just giving
Peop-
an
Right. Like the
opinion.
comment section is for you to comment on what you're thinking or feeling about what is going
Right.
on.
That's not no
I don't
talking
think people
shit.
understand that. I
Talking
don't think
shit
people.
is
It's
talking
the
shit.
comment section. You're commenting. Hey, Just Ned. Hey, Heatwave. Hey, Miss LA, and everybody who came in. Hope I didn't miss anyone.
You're
The
right.
comment
That's
section is
what
for you to comment. It doesn't mean comment and agree with everything the CC says.
period. It's kind of like you that's what this listen, this is what this format was built for. It why would YouTube create a format where you could go live and talk to people? Oh, you supposed to just and made a chat. That way they wouldn't have made it possible for you to go live if it was just for you to watch a video. They wouldn't have created a comment section for you to type under a video. Now, do they
For
wanted you to
interaction.
be? It's for interaction. Now, do they want you to be disrespectful to people? No. And I don't give those kind of comments. I don't body shame. I don't do none of that shit. You know? And I talk facts, even with I don't put a name on people. None of that stuff. I don't do none of that. So I can see if I be down there going, oh, that bitch and F you and you ugly, or I don't talk like that. So what is so harmful for me to state a fucking opinion that I feel that's not popping shit? You're mad because I don't agree. Say that. Don't say I'm talking stuff on people. You know, but when you running around here defaming people and telling lies and doing all of that and spinning all these narratives, and then I'm looking at people who's really agreeing with that. Like you sitting there, and so I was confused because you saying TC didn't take up for you. For who though? When you started? I want to know what was she supposed to tell the people you started with? And then that's what was making me mad. You telling us to stop saying something, but she's still talking.
I don't get it. The whole time she's saying, and she keeps clicking these links, and she keeps talking. Girl, you started first. You started. And I want to know, like, for some of the stuff that she's saying, if we're gonna get evidence or do we just, work with whatever she says? How are we supposed to believe it? Where is the evidence of this threesome and swinging? And is there some? Where are these? Where's the evidence of these things? That's what
I,
uh,
I'm ready for the evidence because I ain't seen nothing yet but
where's
words
the evidence
out.
of my retardation too?
Oh, she was mad at you
Somebody
ever
said it was
since me and TC, ever since not TC, ever since
people.
me and Miss T came up here. She was pissed. That's who she kept referring to
Mhm.
about when she claimed that Miss T allegedly uh threatened to call TC's job.
Wow.
I'm like, that was not said over here. What
I should
was
type
said
that.
was you TC need to be careful the way she is running around here starting with people, and you know how some of these people are. They will be quick to go to doxing, and the way
Right.
she's running around swinging on people, TC knows she has a good job, and that lady might get her in some trouble. And she said, I don't get down like that, so I would not do that. But you know how some of these people are in the sector. That's what was said.
Can somebody please block Marty McFly? Because you just dropped down and started saying something about Linda for no reason at all. Good morning to you too. I'm sorry you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. May the Lord find you. Okay. May God go with you. And I truly wish you the best because you're angry and you need help. I hope he's blocked. Let me go find my phone. Sorry, Jill.
No, that's all right. But yeah, so that's what was said. So you keep saying that's another lie that Miss T threatened to call her job or do something with her job. That was not said over here at all. That is not what was said. So that's another lie. So all these people, you just as delusional as her, sitting there agreeing, talking about she's right and I believe this. Keep believing because she is off the chain. Like that's kind of crazy. Hey, sunshine. All these two-facing people, and you talking about, oh, I believe this, I believe that. And now I can't go with anybody trying to defame somebody like that. That stuff is crazy. I would never do something like that. That's so cruel. Hey, heat wave.
Thank you, mods. I just got into the chat. I was trying to figure out what was going on. Like you just came down out of nowhere speaking on Linda. You didn't even say morning to anyone or anything. Like what did Linda do to you? You know, I'm sorry that you woke up angry. I'm sorry that you're
Yeah.
finding life to be hard and stuff. So you can't wake up and be happy with life, happy to be here on earth, and not below. I'm sorry. God. And I don't be blocking people in here like that. But don't come in here being, you know, disrespectful like that. I don't even block people. Somebody came down here threatening to send my information to the FBI and stuff yesterday. That person is still here, but that one a while ago, that energy is just not good, and I can't deal
Oh,
with
I
that.
missed that. I didn't see that.
Came in here talking about I'm convinced Linda is a man or something like that.
Oh my
That's the
God.
first thing they typed. They didn't say good morning. They didn't say nothing else. Nothing else, but just came down,
It's
whatever.
crazy. Well, I
Um
wish everybody the best.
I do too, and I truly do when I say I wish you the best. I am not trying to go to hell. You hear me? I'm trying to
Yeah,
be
I
right
wish
with God.
everybody the best. I'm not about that life, and I'm about truth. It's okay to joke around, roast and gag, all of that. But
Mhm.
when you start lying and doing all
Yeah,
of that stuff, that's
unnecessary stuff.
That's
for shock value, and
unnecessary.
sometimes that does not last for too long. So people just be very mindful when you have your channels. Like maybe it worked in other spaces or other times, but the things
And
doing
then
stuff for
it's
shock
the
value
stuff.
doesn't work.
It's kind of like you, and then you're saying this stuff. You act like we putting this on you. You're out here saying this stuff. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna grow my channel. That's right. Oh, I got to 1,000 after beefing with us. Like you're clapping and going over there saying, yes, I got my 1,000. That's right. I'm gonna do this. Is how you do it. This is how you do it. And but this is the things that's coming out of your mouth. But you're saying saying you just trying to grow your channel. But you're saying it.
She says it though. I've heard
You
her say
say
it a couple times.
you saying it. Nobody's lying. You I'm like, that's when you know it's issues. You know what I'm
I
saying?
saw your community wall yesterday, Jill. I think I watched it like 10 times. That one with the children running over that
Yes,
man.
I'm running business over. Okay. I'll
I
get
saw that.
out
I
the
cracked
way.
the hell up. Jesus.
You better jump in the car, girl, because we running bitches over. If your eyes look too beady, I'm running you over. If you are talking out of your head, I'm running you over. Get out
Hey,
the
Ron
way.
Q.
I'm not stopping.
Listen,
I don't. No, I'm running red lights and everything. I'm running over
I,
bitches.
man, I went and I watched that so many times. It was just too funny. I am done. I am done. Did anybody see even though this is something different, did anybody see Chocolate Bay's video where he says that he was a part of the group?
Yes, I watched that. I shared it too.
What's your takeaway from his video?
Um, I think he said some. I mean, he spoke his truth. I mean, it sounds like it was just honest, like normal stuff. Yeah, people being messy, like they do on the front street. Like they weren't doing anything different. You
And it's the
know?
same thing that King Roman was saying when he said you could join it. He's like, you could talk about stuff you see just like you do when you're in the chats. It's pretty much like a sense of community when you're over there. So most things that you're saying here, you'd be saying it in the chat anyways. He also talked about how there was a shift in the energy when a certain person was a part of the group.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
funny
He
that he
admitted to
mentioned
that.
that. It
He
was funny that he mentioned that too. That was
he
a part of
mentioned
it.
that. I mean, but the see, this is the thing. There is a whole lot of similar stories that has not changed, like from the people who were in there. They're just like, I mean, because I've been in groups like that. We share people out, this person's live and running playlists. And, when I used to run people's playlists and stuff like that, trying to help them get monetized. And we had groups like that sharing this out. It was kind of like a watch party. And then but we were basically, and if it was stuff happened, people may mention something like, oh wow, was you over there or something like that, but it wasn't nothing like gossiping. It was just sharing stuff out. But I'm sure, just like Chocolate Bear said, yeah, people was talking stuff, like they normal would. I don't like that person. I ain't going over there.
Oh, this
Yeah,
person
that's
is live. I ain't going over there. It was just some
right.
simple stuff.
F that B.
Yeah.
That's Kitty. So okay, yeah, people gonna speak that. I say it.
Mhm.
I say it on in comments like, oh, okay. Oh nah, I'll wait until you come on and report. I might
Right.
say something
I
like
say
that.
that all
So
the
what?
time too. Hey, thank you, Queen Diva, for becoming a new member. I say that all the time too because half of the time, like the people I don't watch, I know if I go over by the spaceship, I'll be able to know what's going on. So, or I'll go over by Lady Nika or whoever I watch because some half of the time I don't watch some of the CCs, or maybe the lives are too long and I don't, so I know that if I go somewhere else, I'll find that out. Or I'll say, no, I'm not watching that person because, I don't like their energy. They're not for me. Just
Yeah,
like
we all
the same
say
way
it.
I'm not for everyone. So I've said that so many times. Like they'll say, so and so is live. And I'll be like, I'm not going over there.
Yeah, me too. Or I'll be like, peace out. When
Right.
they hit the panel, I'm gone. Like, come
Right.
on. I mean, come on. It's that's nothing to go home about. And of course, people probably explain why. Some probably ask, well, why you don't like her? And they
Hmm.
probably said why. So what? I mean,
Yeah.
it's just tedious.
Too much
Ronnie
policing
Q.
of people's viewpoints. That's what I don't like. For the person who wanted to know what Chocolate Bay said, I'm gonna drop his link right now so you know, you could go see it. It's a very short video, so you should be able to
Yeah, it
watch
was a
it.
short video. It
Sped
was
up.
good. He got to the point, and you know, Ronnie Q, what did you mean? What she said? I wonder if the angle was just Krista. What angle? What Ronnie Q saying?
She may be behind in the chat because sometimes when she comes in, she kind of goes back to the beginning of the live.
Oh.
So I'm not sure.
Ronnie Q, what would you mean? You said something about you wonder if what angle was just Krista. What? Did I say that right?
Let me go back and look at it. Oh, I got a mud gut fun, guys. You know I live in a hut, and you know what happened the other day when the eclipse happened.
Wonder if the angle. Okay.
I wonder if the angle was just Krista. I'm not sure. Maybe she'll say it when she picks up in the chat.
Oh, okay. Oh, she probably Red Bull back. Yeah.
Right.
But you know what? I don't have no hard feelings towards anybody. When you done, you done. You just cut loose. I ain't got no hard feelings towards pickles either. I'm just don't lie. She called me worse things. I've got clips of her. Somebody sent me. She was over there calling me all kinds of stuff. I was like, oh, good for her, because I don't go over there. But
Oh Lord.
yeah,
You're right.
she called me worst thing. I don't get on people looks and all that stuff. I speak truth. I ain't got time to be calling people. I'm not in high school.
Right.
I speak the facts. Now I can't say a whole lot, but I wouldn't. I mean, I don't do stuff like that. I'm not degrading. I think us women are already going through a lot and already get degraded so much from different things. Your belly flabby and you done had a baby, and you know what I'm saying. It's kind of like we already get put down from natural things that some things we can control and we can't. And I find the beauty in everyone. It's just your spirit. Your spirit is the things that makes you ugly. Your
Yeah.
behavior is really what makes you ugly. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't
Yeah.
have time for that. Just to be doing that. But I would never come out here trying to damage people character and stuff like that. That's what I
With
don't like. That's what
lies.
gets me mad. Don't lie on me. You know what I'm saying? Tell
Right.
something that's factual. And it's okay for you to dislike someone and don't really have a reason. Because sometimes you know how you can just something about somebody and you just be like, I'm good off her. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm good off of him. And don't really
Exactly.
know. It's a natural feeling and it's okay. And but I wouldn't have nothing, but I wouldn't be out here saying stuff about the person because I don't know them. You know what I mean?
Right. Good
It's
morning,
just a
Miss T.
feeling. It's just
Veronica
that
Q
feeling.
responded to you. She said she was wondering if the person that got blocked was was her.
Oh, 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 okay. Yeah, so I'm not all about that throwing daggers and at your looks because I could say a lot, girl, but I won't. I'd
um
rather stick to the fact, which is the pickle. You was over there sucking on a pickle. So I just say pickles.
no,
You
Noble
know?
says that nut did the same to me till I had to clap back too, but when I was done, I was done. Okay, Noble.
What not? Who you talking about, Noble?
Noble is talking about his lady friend that he had in here in the beef sector.
Oh, my mouth is a
Mm.
I know y'all don't,
He's
that's
basically
my girl though. I'm
that's okay.
quiet.
I'm good. We don't all
Okay.
have to like the same person. That's cool.
I know.
Noble said Noble no he's pretty much doing a comparison to what is happening right now with TC and just Krista, because he's like that's the same thing she
Oh,
was doing to me. We weren't cool again and she kept coming online, bashing me, all of those stuff. So
I
he's
am
saying
not being
that that's
messy,
what was happening.
Noble. No, no.
She is not being messy. Don't spread
No,
rumors.
no.
This is how stuff goes wrong. She says she's not
See?
speaking
Don't
on it.
do that. Don't do that, Noble. See,
And
I
I
said don't
proceeded to
lie
speak
on
on
me,
it.
because then that's when I have a problem. Don't
No,
lie.
but she's cool with your ex. Okay, I'm not cool with your ex. I'll tell you that. So I am the one talking. Okay, because the news will go back the wrong way.
Right. See? Don't start that. Don't start that because I don't like that.
Was it
But
yesterday I was troubling you, Noble? I was bothering him. I was like, Noble, you weren't you going to go to Mexico to propose to her? Ah, how did we get from that to this? Miss Toby in the chat.
Toby, 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 bro. Oh my
I'm
god.
in mute.
No,
Shit.
don't have fun. That's not having fun. Now that's being messy and starting stuff. Don't have fun in that way, I was just asking who you talking about because we were talking about, you know, something else. And so I thought maybe you got into it with the same person. So I was just clarifying,
Right.
like, who
But
was you talking about? Because I didn't know.
notice
That's
it's the
it.
firecrackers that go off. So in his case, the firecracker went off on him, and in the
Okay.
other case, the firecracker went off on TC. It's
I got you.
so
Now,
this the
I mean,
ones
I'm
who
clear.
are
I
more
got it
calm.
now.
I mean, calmer in nature. They're the ones who they don't get to pretty much say what they want to until after the firecrackers go off. They have to respond. It's quite unfortunate.
Miss Toby dropped down. Listen, Miss Miss Toby dropped down with the hammer out of nowhere.
Miss T Velocity said,
Hello, Carrie?
"Oh, you can't hear me?
No, I hear you now.
Oh, I see what happened. The thing came out of the plug. It was unplugged. Yeah, I'm good.
You
Let
said
me
Miss
see.
T. Yeah, I see her. She said she met TC and no orthopedic shoes was worn. Who said that? Oh my
The
God.
firecracker.
Did she? Oh my God. See, I didn't get all of the stuff. I had to go because I was like, oh hell no. This sounds
Mm-mm.
crazy. I left after a while because it just didn't
Thank you,
fit.
Strictly. See, right, you never threaten her job. Why would you threaten her job? That's crazy. Nobody believes that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay, Maverick cracking up.
No problem, Noble. I just gotta, I had to check that real out in a little bit. Shit. I'm already going to probably get cussed out for being up here
Oh
speaking
Lord.
truth,
Oh Lord. It's
and I
quite
will not
unfortunate.
answer. I
I
ain't
don't
see it.
People don't like when people have their own thoughts. That's a thing over here in this sector. People do not like, hey Miss Queenie. People do not like when people have their own thoughts, and especially if those thoughts do not align with theirs. We
Hey,
should
Miss
understand it's a
T.
free space and a free world out here. Well, to some extent, it's kind of asking for too much. You know, asking your subbies to not feel a certain type of way. About different topics. You're asking for
Period.
too much. And not everybody who gives their point of view is trying to be messy all the time. Why do people think that? I don't know.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
not
And it's
like you're
not
trying
even
to be
about
messy. You're just saying what you feel.
it's really not. And I'm being honest because it's kind of like you see a lot of these people, they move wherever the wind blows. You know what I'm saying? First they like, oh, she's a liar. Oh no, she's telling the truth. I watched them go from chat to chat to reverse. It's just crazy how they spin narratives of how quickly people just turn on you. And I was just like, oh God. I just was thinking to myself, like,
Oh,
I wish TC stopped explaining because it was sounding crazy because she was trying to hold back from flipping out? So it was kind of like all
I could
over the
tell
place.
because TC doesn't necessarily like cussing and stuff.
Exactly.
So she was
Exactly.
really holding back because she doesn't like
Yeah.
doing that. I could tell.
I think solo. I ain't swinging for nobody. I will
Mm,
speak the truth though. Cuz
yeah.
it don't make sense. It just none of that makes sense. And like I said, roasting, gag, you can do all that, but the lying and defaming and all of that stuff, that's kind of it's and you came out the door with that. You know what I'm saying? With the lies and like just roast and gag. You don't have to do that. Don't defame people. Like I just and then the people who sticking and sitting there and acting like some of the truth, like you saying, like they holding you down, like you telling the truth. No, wrong is wrong. It's time to say, no, you did do that, and like don't agree and chaperone this mess. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of sickening. That's when I be looking crazy because it's more like you are getting involved. Just tell the truth. Don't sit up there and be in agreement, or
Hmm.
don't judge people because of who they're with. Like, how you going if somebody's showing you nothing but true support? Because I don't talk to nobody off of here. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I only spoke to TC twice. And that was to do with the poetry competition. Had
Hmm.
nothing to do with anything else. Never ever. And so that's when I started saying, bingo. If she feels and think that you communicate with this person offline, you feel what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
started
Hmm.
paying attention to the targets.
Right, right.
And that's because you thought that they speak to this lady offline. You get me? I said, oh, I see. And that's when I really backed up because I said, well, let me kind of see where this gonna go.
So you're
And
not
started
necessarily.
watching. Huh?
So she's not necessarily upset um about so she's upset about the fact that TC speaks to other people. She's pretty much upset about the way it makes her feel knowing that TC is cool with these people or may have spoken to them at some point in time. I think that's it. It's
Right,
she's
because
really upset about
she's
how she
not sure
feels.
what those relationships
Right.
are. So it's kind of fishing. So
Mm,
when you start dating somebody, you get what I'm saying? You
mhm.
freshly come on, we grown. Let's have a grown
Right.
conversation. You know how you freshly dating somebody. and this
Mm-hmm.
man got all these women friends. Let's say us.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
this man got all these women
You start
friends.
accusing. I
And
excuse
now you
me.
looking around and
And
trying
I'm
to
like,
figure
so
it out. So you
right.
poking, you poking, you poking,
Yeah.
you poking.
Like, so
You
when you
really
gonna
don't know.
yeah, you're asking questions or
So you
you have
right, and
point
you
fingers and say, so
assuming.
what you
So
doing? You know?
then when they and it's even harder because this is online.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was more up in person, it'd probably be different. But this is online, so you watching how they moving. You know what I'm saying? So you
And
kind
every
of read
movement
in
is
chats,
something
you
else.
reading more into what people is actually really saying and all of
Mm-hmm.
that stuff. You get where I'm going? So it's
Mm-hmm.
all up in there in the head because come on, you know what it gives. So I have a lot of male friends. I go through that. I had to go through that with my dude, you know? Like,
Mm.
who's that? What's going on? And why? You know, because I have more
Yeah.
male friends. I have more male friends than girls. Our girls too chatty, gossipy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We don't rock. So most of my friends are guys. You know, so I'm like they like a brother, but a dude don't want to hear that mess. But you have to know how to move. And so my friends know that I ain't cut them off or you know, I'm being funny. They just because they a man. You know what I'm saying? So they
Right.
understand like
Right.
I'm not gonna be pressed up like how we usually be. You know, I'ma just chill when you come through. I and I know how if something happened and I really need to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to make your partner comfortable with your relationships. And that should be jumped off from the gate because I'm not changing my friends.
Right.
I'm
Mm.
not doing none of that because you know what? When me and him is done,
Where will your friends be?
where my
You run
friends
them
going?
off.
Yeah, I'm not cutting my friends off for no fucking body. Okay? Excuse my
Especially if
cussing.
you
I'm
know you're not
cussing.
into anything, too
And I'm not
personal
doing
with them
nothing
and
and all of
stuff.
that.
You
No,
know
you
you're
need
not
to.
doing anything. You're not supposed to be worried about the friends you have. So you're not gonna be losing your partners. You came here sawing me with them.
That's
You
right.
came
I'm
here
not cutting
seeing
my
me
friends
interact with
off.
this person. So I'm not gonna be cutting my friends off just because every 2 seconds you feel uncomfortable about something.
Right.
Nah.
And my friends don't do that to me. For
Anyways,
they
right.
women, ladies, she's a package. The fuck?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When you see
Yeah.
her, that's like my mother. But my mother even have some boundaries. I'm not gonna let her come override in our relationship.
Relationship. Right.
But you have to understand that this is my friend because when we done, or God forbid, me and him break up, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Hmm.
need my friends. No
Right.
way. There's no
Lost
way.
him. Said exactly.
I'm not
My
cutting my
husband.
lifeline off for nobody. Oh no.
You're
Mm-mm.
supposed to have a level of respect if you're having a partnership. You're in a partnership with someone. There's a level of respect. Your partner cannot think that everybody you talk to, everyone you communicate with, that something must be
Period.
going on between the two of you. There should be a level of respect, a level of understanding. That my friends
Period.
are my friends. We don't cross, certain
Period.
borders. So I
There
get.
is there is that's the most important part of a stage of a relationship is the friendship.
Mhm.
Some people skip that and jump straight into lovers and
Mhm.
stuff. They don't build that friendship, that connection. You know what I'm saying? That is so important in every relationship because that is where the boundaries are built. Understandings are built. That is when you get to learn more and more about the person's lives, who they surrounded, what these people mean to
Mm,
them. That way, it
and
don't
become
seem like
comfortable.
people are just popping up in your life all of
Mhm.
a sudden and things look sketchy. No, you supposed to build the friendship, the relationship. This is where the lines, the things are discussed. What is my boundaries? What's your boundaries? This is what I don't have. I don't want. I don't want this. This is when you start searching to see if what it, not just the looks, not just the first conversation or your job or not those things that I like about you. This is the discovery process of,
Exactly. This is
do
where you're
we
finding
have
out who they are. It gives you the opportunity
exactly,
to learn about them more because there's stuff you wouldn't have known about them otherwise. You don't just jump into a relationship without being friends first because that's gonna
right?
cause challenges down the road. You have to know what to expect from a person. You have to know what they expect from you. So
That's right.
you have to build the friendship first. Get rid of those times when you're being pretentious and stuff. Someone
Exactly.
just they're being pretentious. They don't want to do certain things around each other and stuff. Be friends so you can do stuff and be more open to talk about stuff and laugh at things. Laugh at certain things that happen. You have to become genuine friends before you become lovers. I am all for that. You know.
Yes, and that's where you take the kinks out. That's when
Right.
you start untying the knots. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? And that's when you are being more of yourself. Because
right.
see, when that love thing come in, you start getting blinded by the
Mm.
kisses and the smells and the you know
Art.
what I'm saying, the sexual indigos and all of this stuff. Then you start getting blind by a lot of stuff. So if you
Yeah.
jump into that, you ain't see
Mhm.
nothing wicked. Okay? Because
Yeah.
that, look, that person can't do nothing wicked once they start getting the nanny. Okay?
Yeah, you have to build. You're right. You have to build a strong foundation first before you decide to be romantic in a relationship, because that is what helps the relationship to last a little bit longer. When you have a strong foundation. So, and that has to be, cultivated over a period of time because, the weather may change and
It
you have to
sure
be
will.
able to rock with that person throughout all the different things. And this is where you also are able to like establish some type of effective communication. I think I saw was it Linda who wrote that? I don't know. But you have to build your communication with each other first.
And you do. And that's why my dude couldn't, even when he was feeling some kind of way. What you gonna say? You can't. Don't come switch it up. Because from the that's my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this. So
You
we
know
not
this
going.
because we communicated about this in the first stage. You let them know
Yeah,
early. You know this
you
because
can't
we
switch up on me.
communicated.
You got to get out your feelings. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's like, listen, and my boys are willing to sit down and have that talk with you. I mean, yeah, it's cool, and they are just cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? They
Hmm.
go out from time to time, and I be looking like,
Okay.
wait, those
Whose
my
friend is it?
friends.
You
Wait
like
a
whose friend
minute,
is that supposed to be?
you cutting out my time. So it's kind of like, come on, you can't do that. That's that trust issue. You have to build the trust. And that's all worked out in the friendship zone. Seriously, it really does. And I have to make my dude comfortable. You get what I'm saying? So you do have to bring that forth too. You do have to make sure that your partner is comfortable with how you're moving with these friends. So that takes time and patience as well, and that's all on me. That's my doing. I play that part because I have to make sure that he's comfortable with that because I get it. These
Yeah.
are men. Men has actions, whether you friends or not. You know how mistakes happen. You kind of thinking back and you wondering, but if I don't give you those, because after a while I'm gonna start questioning you. Like, what you think of me? Then you think I'm some kind of hoe?
Right.
You
Just
know,
I
so
feel disrespected too. Yeah.
I would feel disrespected because it's kind of like, wait a minute now,
So
you
everyone I come around, you're gonna think that there's possibly something going on. What am I to you? Do I look like a hoe? You
shit,
questioning
yeah,
me.
that's when we gonna get into it, and it ain't even gonna be about my friends. This is
Hmm.
about what you think of
What
me.
level of respect you have for me to be thinking that out?
Absolutely.
Know?
Absolutely. So you gotta, yeah, though. And that's just it. That's just it. All of this stuff is happening way too fast. This is trauma bonding. You lost somebody, I lost somebody. Let's get together. You make me feel good. I was there for you, and all that trauma bonding stuff. It doesn't work. It doesn't work sometimes. And then you start falling, and then next thing you know, y'all skip the whole friend zone. And yeah, so uh, child, all
You
I
need to
know
have
is
talk on this one day. You need
what
to
you
talk
say.
on this one day. Maybe I should do this for Keep Back with Carrie, where we talk about why it's important to become friends before lovers. That may be a whole talking. We could talk about that one day
I
because you
mean, we
did
could
say a
have
word for
I think
real,
that would be a great panel of
right?
just discussing of different thoughts, because I think a lot of people, and especially the younger generation, they know nothing about the courting part of a
Hmm.
relationship when you courting somebody, and
People
stop.
move really fast. I'm
They
telling
move
you.
so quick.
So fast on as I've seen some stuff and I'm like, but you were just with that person yesterday. And like, how did you move
Yeah.
from that to that? You know?
You got to be careful, because it's kind of like and I have two beautiful daughters, and I'm like, listen, it's okay. When you're dating someone, you're dating. That's not your man.
Right.
Okay? That's
Hmm.
not your man, and you're not his girl. Just keep it in mindful. So
Right.
don't let nobody tell you you can only see me. No, date.
To
You go
find
out with Jim
you with.
today, next week go out with Tom next week,
Hmm.
and Jack. Have options. Now don't be
Right.
giving up your dating doesn't mean
No
having
casual sex or
sex.
stuff. Right.
That's not what dating, and it's not about that. You make sure you save something for your husband.
Okay.
Save something
Okay.
for your
Jill
husband
is
to break
preaching this
into.
morning.
Okay?
Jill
Don't
is preaching this morning. There's a
okay?
huge difference between dating and courtship because with the dating, it can be a short term thing because, you may want to just find out about somebody to see if you want to be with them.
That's
So
right.
that's different. It could, some people date just for hookups. You hear me?
I tell them
And
all the
claims
time,
and
listen,
stuff.
date.
Mm,
I don't care how many dates you go on, 5 different dudes.
find the
I
right
wouldn't care.
person.
You have
You're not
options.
fluffing yourself out.
That's what you look at. You
Right.
have options. You
And
do
I'm
not have
all
to
for
settle.
traditional things. Go ahead.
Yeah. You don't have to settle for the first one that pops up. Okay,
Facts.
that's what happens with us, and then we get stuck in this one thing and waste our whole time. No, have fun, go out, eat, go to the park, do different things. Everything doesn't even consist of even all the time
Facts.
spending money. Go to places that you can talk. You can't talk in the movies. You know what I'm saying? Do things where you can pick some brains and see where you can see them in the daylight. Okay? Do they walk?
Right.
Do they walk with a swag? Do see something? Walk. Take a walk in the park. Do they like
Mhm.
the view? Do they what they do? Are they? I mean, get to really see someone, not somewhere we're sitting in there. This ain't about home, and you shouldn't be frequenting nobody's home. Why are y'all going to people's houses just meeting somebody and you dating for a month? No, I don't need to cook no dinner for you. And I don't
Mm,
need to taste your food right now. How about you give me a bite to eat out
mhm.
at dinner? We don't need to. We know we're human. We have feelings and all of that stuff. So ain't no need to go sit on the couch watching on Netflix, okay?
We
Because
do not
that's
need to Netflix
temptation.
and chill because we know what may happen or will happen.
Period.
So I get that. I'm for that part. You don't have to go to their homes. You're dating. There are too many temptations that are going to be there. So go out in public, find out about each other and stuff. See, that's I agree with you.
Because
You
think
don't
about
want
it
to
this
settle
way,
with
Carrie.
anybody.
Think about this. And I'm speaking real. I, I just met you. I would look at you crazy inviting me into your home. You don't know me.
Okay.
I could be crazy as, you know what I'm saying? When you let somebody pass your security, because that's your security blanket,
Mhm.
okay? Your home is supposed to be secure, and that's where you are safe. And even then, you're not, but you know your way around the home. You know where the protective stuff is. You know how to get in, out,
And
around,
out,
out and
right?
about,
Mhm.
around it. That's your
You have weapons
safety
in
zone.
there.
So why would you invite a stranger into your domicile and you know nothing about them? So now they know everything about you.
And I'm looking at it from the other way as an individual. You're not just want to go to anybody's home. You'll be safer, meeting in public and doing stuff outside because you may then go to that person's home and you don't know what they got there. You don't know who they have there. You don't know what
Period.
planned. So you don't want to be there and drop your sense of security is going to be an issue because you do not know what could happen. That person, especially as females, they can overpower
Yes.
you. You're going in their space, you're going in their environment. And that's just not a good idea. Well, for me, I think about my safety, you
It's
know?
dangerous for male or women.
Right.
These women are even treacherous. We done had some dudes come and you get all relaxed, had a couple of glasses of wine. Next
Mhm.
thing you got some men with some tools at your head. You know what I'm saying? You
Or
don't
you're
know
there
what.
drinking something and you don't know what the hell is in the juice you're drinking.
Period. Period. You can't, and that's where I'm saying we losing the sight. So I think a panel would be great. And I teach my children that, and I walk in that for real. My children never seen men and all of that stuff in my life like that. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? I walk by that. It's just a must. I want my children to have respect about themselves. I want you to
Mhm.
be protective about yourselves. I want you to think of life, have fun while you're young. And have fun with it.
But
Don't
be
have
careful.
nobody try to lock you down, and
Mhm.
you start looking at people sideways when they trying to come on so fast. And why you did we're dating, we are friend zoning, so I have a right to pick who I like. How am I going to
Mhm.
know who I like if I'm only seeing you?
Right. I get
How do
it.
I know that there's no other man out there for me if I'm only
Sticking to you.
locking
You're
on
the
to
first person I'm sticking to
the
you.
first person I meet? How the hell do I know you my dream, my husband? Like
Right.
cause
And
you
then
the
you're gonna
only
end up
thing,
settling. You don't want to end up
child.
settling. You have to date. It doesn't mean, giving everybody your body because, you're date. Some people move like really fast. So dating is important so you could see if this person is suitable for you. And of course, I am all for the traditional way, of courtship. It's important. Sometimes it may involve your family, they can be a part of it to see this person that you're talking to, see if this person is right for you. It's pretty much like you're going through this trial period where you're finding out whether or not this person is someone you could live with. It's mostly for those who want to be serious about life. So I like the idea of going through courtship because then you'll be able to connect on a deeper level with the person. You don't want to jump into a relationship and then somewhere down the road you realize you made a mistake and you should have never gotten with
Facts.
the person. So you have to take the time. I'm just saying, learn about people's
Listen,
personality. What
by the
makes them
time
up.
my parents met my my dude, they was like, "Oh yeah, well you must be the one because we ain't hear nothing about you." Like, I
Oh,
don't
it was
bring
different for you.
Yeah, because I don't bring this. That's what I mean by I don't bring everybody
Everyone, right? So
to
you're
my
dating
parent. Like, yeah,
around your
I have to really, really like. I
think
have to be
think either
serious
on,
for
right?
you to me to really bring. My parents be like, "Oh, I didn't even know she had a man," and it's like 2 years later, 3 years
Oh,
later. Like,
you
where
have
you come from?
you have to make sure. You have to make sure before you be introducing people to your children, your family, especially the children. Don't have your children seeing you meet,
Oh
bring
yeah,
men around them like how many times for the year they're seeing one person this month, next 2 months it's somebody else. Make sure it's somebody who you are sure you may want to be in a long-term relationship with.
absolutely, absolutely. Even then, you're taking a risk because
Mm.
it
You
might not
never know
last, but at least you learned
enough about.
enough about the person to let down some of those safety shields, because that's a lot. And some men feel is really they feel disrespected, but you'll find, listen, if you feel disrespected that I want to keep my family and my children especially safe, then
Mm,
you're not for me. I
right,
bye.
right.
You don't need to meet my children. You don't need you dating me.
Mm,
This is what this is about. You don't need to meet my children. You don't need to know what my mama and none of that stuff because you'll know that when it's time or if you're the one. And that's everybody have a right to get that space and time because I want to make sure this is right. That's personal to me to open you up to my family, because uh-uh. They mean a lot to me. So hell no.
Linda says for real. I'd be like, what you want to see them for? What's the rush, right?
Linda,
You
that's what
want to
I'm
see them
trying to
for?
say. Like, what the hell? Why is they even a
In
topic
your
right
thoughts
here?
right now.
Ah, like,
Maybe.
what are you talking about? Meet who? Yo, you about to meet Click. You about to meet
What if
Downtown. Well, there's no more
some of,
Downtown anymore, right?
some of them just want to meet with their children so they can put on a whole show? In due time, if we're supposed to be together, you'll meet them. But for right now, we're trying to
Period.
figure out right now. Nah,
Period. My best friend
my
always
children
make
for.
jokes at me. They like, girl, you the only one who I know who's still dating via email and scared to give a dude your number.
Listen,
You sitting
that's
there
why you need
emailing
to have another
dudes.
phone line. Okay, I have a whole. Let me not. So how do you communicate via you straight email? What?
No, listen, like
How does that
saying,
work
are we
though?
going for lunch today?
So you meet the person, they ask for your number. You're like, oh, here's my email, and said like, how walk me through this shit.
It's been a long time since I've done that, but yeah, for years I was scared to give out my number. I'm like, email me. She's like, girl, I can't with you. You're crazy. That was years ago, but yeah.
You don't want people stalking you and shit, calling your phone down. At least with that, you could just block them, and that's
Because I
over with.
didn't know about having, she was like, girl, you could just dial *69 or something.
Private
Or,
number.
well, that's before, I don't even think they had like the Google stuff out now, like the Google numbers
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. They didn't have that. And I'm like, I don't want to go through that process of having to change my number, do all
Right.
of this stuff and all of this stuff. So, yes, girl. You
Fri
meet somebody at a club, you open the piece of paper, they be like, this your email Carrie.
They're looking
Carrie.
for a number and they're seeing a whole email. Oh, you know what? You have that right to protect yourself. You have the right to
Oh
protect
my
yourself. If
god.
that's the case, that's work. Fine. Fran
Oh
says
shit.
some women have the children calling the guy dad after a week. Girl, it's those it's the ones who they'll be with men and they see that this person may have some money or is able to take care of them. They start telling those children, call him uncle, call him daddy. Here's your Uncle Michael. They keep pushing those children or pushing that guy on their children because of it's the financial gain that they
That's
could,
crazy.
but not
Mm-mm.
thinking long term about, making sure that this is the right person you want to have around your children. You never know. Some of them are that P word. You never
That's
know.
right.
You never know. You have to take the time out to pit this person's brain, see how they talk, things that they're interested in, see how they move when you're out and about with them. Are they looking at, young girls, little children? Find out and talk to them. Learn
Exactly.
about these people before you put them around your children. That's all I'm saying. You have to think about your children and not just your pocket. Hey, Kaki, good to see you.
Hi, Cocky. Yes, Linda.
Linda, are you
Yes,
one of
can
the
you
female girls too, Linda?
do, do you know where to put the period in the comma?
Linda
Oh
said she
God.
want to make sure that they can read first. Shit. Okay. Linda says that is sad. The calling dad thing. If there is a succession of them, it gives a child the wrong impression of what a father is. Right. So they're going to be exposed to fathers in quotation marks coming in and out of their lives. You have to make sure the person you are with is somebody you are going to be with long term. You cannot be introducing your children to men this month, the next 3 months. You don't want to have them growing up seeing that because then they're going to become, another version of you sometime down the road, and they may end up hurting them, getting hurt out there. You have to be
True.
careful. They're going to think it's okay to be, coming in and out with men, having, numerous men around them at the same time. You never know.
Fact.
It could become violent. So you have to really think stuff through when you have children and think about these men or women you have coming around your children. Let me make sure I add the or woman part because people can be so.
I'm
Mm.
serious. You gotta be. But I would love to do. We should definitely
Yeah,
have a
it's
panel just with
finding the
some
right time.
discussion topics and
It'll
um.
mostly have to be on a Sunday for me because that's my least busy day. Some of the
Okay.
or because I don't want to give you like a time in the evenings or night because then I don't know. Like I don't have.
Well, for me, I like to try to get my little dinner and stuff out the way in the morning. So
Okay.
probably yeah, afternoon or something like that,
Okay.
or and that way
Yeah.
you figure people are out of church and because
Hmm.
I do my church online, so
Okay. Okay.
and so by that time, like 1, 2ish or whatever. I mean, I'm cool with that. I'm good. Sunday is fine.
Okay. So we'll have to decide which Sunday it is. So
Yeah,
but we'll
cause
see each other around. It wouldn't
oh,
be
of
too hard
course,
for that
yes,
out
yes, because
because
that would be a great topic, and then you get pointers and different views and opinions from, different ladies. I would love to have um some men, on the panel as well to see what they think, because
hmm
then you start because it's kind of like you get what they consider, think about the friendship, because I do know I have some, all men don't just think about sex all the time. You do have some men who is about, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, someone who they trying to get to know. And especially it looks interesting. They're not going to push themselves on you that much. You know what I mean? Because
hmm
that's, I do know some great men who looks past just not crush, slamming on the first date. It's kind of like, especially these days, all these diseases, child.
I
You
am
have to
afraid of
do.
those shit. This is why I am the way I do not. I am afraid of those types of shit.
Me
So
too.
I okay. Take
That's what I
my
said, man.
and I've
Listen.
said this several times on here, and I'll say it again. If you are with someone and you think you're going to become exclusive, because these young folks they move very fast. One of those dating or a part of your courtship should be a visit to a health facility. You both go get that
Yes.
shit. Get yourself tested. Let that be a
Together. We
right
together.
together.
I don't
Okay.
want
And
no,
then
we go and talk about I'm showing up with my papers. No, we sitting right the we together in here every test. Let me make sure.
mhm,
I want to see them prick that
let that be
skin.
a date night, and come back and another day could be you guys with the results, do that. I am
Okay.
not playing with my body at all. I am not. You will not
Look,
mess
and make
up.
love on top of the results.
Okay. It should be a whole for real.
Extra security.
Get those results.
Oh
Like
my God, girl, listen.
serious. People need to be the
It's a
young
lot
folks
of
be
things. You
careful out
gotta
there because
love
too much
yourself.
going on out there for you to just, allow people to mess your whole life up, just because of a little one night of passion can bring years of pain. Just
Oh
remember that.
yes. Oh yes. Hey Sophia.
And not only the young folks, you got old folks doing that too. Well,
That's what I'm
older.
talking about. Older folks is just as reckless as the younger folks.
Mhm.
They out here. Everybody is trying to beat. Uh, they are trying to beat time. How about that? It's
Yeah.
it's everything is because
Microwave pop, we gotta go fast. There's some, I don't know. It's like you're in a haste to go nowhere. That's how I see it.
everything is fast. It's like, oh, I want to be married by this. I want to be. It doesn't work. Let me tell you. It. Listen, those timelines. Anything that is worthwhile and
Take
meant
time.
long lasting and
Take,
enduring does
mm,
not work on a timetable like that.
mm,
God doesn't put
right.
time like that. It doesn't happen that way. Maybe you weren't meant to be married in your 30s, 40s, or probably 50. Who knows? You
Mhm.
probably got some growing and some other things to and people ain't even thinking about that either. They're like, don't go into I don't want to go anywhere broken.
Mhm.
you know, because then, there's the spot. You want to waste a lot of time trying to fix each other, even
Yeah.
though
Be
we
angry
not
at
all
each other too.
together. I mean,
Mhm.
we're not perfect, is what I'm saying. But
Right.
sometimes you need to work some of that stuff out yourself before getting into a relationship, putting that on somebody else's plate.
You're right.
Sometimes you need to fix some things before putting it on somebody else's plate. It's like, it's not fair to me. That's my theory, though, but I know I'm not going to be 100% perfect for that person. I'm going to have my broken pieces. I'm going to
Mm,
have my, things
yeah,
that
we're
gets
all
me
human.
down.
Mhm.
But I'm talking about real stuff that you need to fix before you trying to go and love on somebody else, when you
Right.
have spots that you need to love on for
Y-
yourself, because
Yeah.
can't nobody do that for you,
Mhm.
but all they're doing is just making you depend on something else.
Mhm.
No. So you have to fix some stuff before you start trying to get entangled with other people. And I think that's another important piece. It's just so people just think it goes like that. There is no timetable. It's kind of like, now I wouldn't want to have no baby.
then that may pose more problem,
I wouldn't
child.
have to know baby after 40, I'm saying. I wouldn't want no baby. So some things do need timetables. I'm just saying. Because no one want to be pregnant. Oh,
It
at
depends on the situation, though. Some people they have to.
no, that's why I said I wouldn't, me myself, I wouldn't. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying those are things that do have kind of,
A little. You gotta be
timetables.
watching the time for that one, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Some things
Mhm.
you do have to. I'm not saying everything is not a timetable, but I'm saying, like you just saying, at this age, I want this age, I should be.
You know,
Sometimes
go
you
ahead. I'm
have to
gonna mute
fight
for a
for,
quick second.
huh? What she said?
I had to mute. I'm gonna go. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. 1 second. You could keep going. I can still hear you.
Okay. But yeah, y'all, I would think that would be a great conversation with some panel, with some men and women on the panel. Ooh, my allergies is kicking in. All of a sudden, my nose
Ring child.
feels stuffy. My allergies just
Yeah, but
came out of nowhere. Huh?
I don't really see a lot of males that pop up this side though. Maybe a few, but those who do come, they are usually just in the chat. So I
Oh,
don't think
okay.
they'll
Well, if
they'll
we
like.
don't, it's okay.
But we'll see. Maybe you have people on your side who will come talk about it. You know.
Yeah, so I'll fish around. I think it's a great conversation.
Hmm.
Um, and I just think it's a learning. Some people you'll be surprised. Some people at 40 don't know a lot.
Hmm.
Um, far as steps and dating, and some a lot of people forget what they don't even know their worth out here, and that is so
See,
sad.
there goes remember that lady that everybody was talking about, Risa Tisa? That's a real example right there. You got to work on yourself first, or work, don't be jumping into relationships because you think, you've reached a certain age and it's time for you to be married and, have children and stuff. So for me, that was an example of, rushing into a relationship without getting to know someone. For me, when I watched Risa Tisa, and then she
Oh yeah. Oh
didn't. Is that wasn't her name? Risa T.
yeah,
Yeah, it
something
was.
like that. Risa somebody.
Hey,
I
just
know.
lovely.
Because I think I was watching that. Hey, just lovely. I think I was watching that over by Demetra. She
Demetra.
was doing, yeah, she was doing that, and had started watching it over there.
Mhm.
That is true.
Typical
Thinking these
example right
timetables
there.
in a rush to
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
find love, and I should be married. And some people, because yes, I do love the Lord. I am, I do. I'm spiritual and all of that stuff, and I don't follow everything, um, like the church guidelines, but you rushing to get married so you won't have, what they call it, ungodly
Premarital
sex.
sex.
Yeah.
Premarital sex.
Right. And so you feeding to get your stuff wet. So now you just like,
You in a haste to get married. I
hey,
I
he'll
know
do.
people who that's happened to because they don't want to be, you know, having sex without being married, and they jump into this quick whirlwind relationship, and you know somebody ended up not liking the sex. I'll tell you that. I know of somebody, and I'm like, so you're really gonna leave him because he's not doing well? Have you tried, like things you could do, like watching porn or talking to other people, nothing. No, I am that girl says she is not sticking around. I have seen some stuff that she's not sticking around. And I there's nothing I could tell her. I felt so bad for the guy because he's a nice guy too. Somebody will help you. Somebody's gonna help him. I have
She
faith in
said somebody's
somebody.
gonna help him.
Somebody's got to help him.
Oh, Carrie, you
So
sound
bad
so
for him.
bad. But
I wish him the best. God, I
that's
really
a
do.
that's a hard one.
Like, how do you leave someone?
That's a hard
Now
one.
I'm
And
laughing. Oh God.
can
Mm-mm.
you imagine? I cannot imagine myself being with someone for the rest of my life that couldn't please me in that way.
I'm like, do you think you haven't taught him? And then I guess he felt some kind of way for her, you know, saying
Trying
she
to
was
teach him.
right and saying, some
I'm gonna
men
be
they
honest.
get the
At
best
going
of
on
men.
50, I ain't trying to teach nobody. Now, if I was younger, I mean, I've done that in the
The
past. Be
frustration.
patient,
I have done
patient.
that once, and that was a task and a half. You hear me?
That's a lot.
That was really young. That was not really young when I was young, but I don't even want to talk about that shit.
That's a
But
lot. Oh
it
no,
gets it
I
gets
can't do
frustrating,
that.
especially when the person thinks they're doing something.
Child.
You think you're I'm like, bye bye.
Oh,
You think you're
God.
doing something.
Child. That is kind of you gotta. That's hard.
You feel like
I
you accomplished something. You're over there rolling over like, God, bye. Mm-mm. Shit.
be ready to pour some ice water over.
Like you were working, boy. It
You
was a
crazy,
different joke.
Carrie.
No.
So she
Mm.
left a good man because he couldn't please her. Okay.
She must have been really frustrated. You know, we
Yeah.
didn't hear too much, but you always want the best for people. So you can't be happy in one department and not in the other, I guess. Hey,
Girl, listen, now you know sexual frustration is a piece of
it's a
work.
real
That's
thing.
hard. That's
It's
a
a
real
real thing.
thing. It's a real thing. So that
Mhm.
will shut your happiness all the way down. Okay.
Mhm.
Child, you can't sleep, eat. Oh God. And then
Look at where we got to. Oh my God.
but
This is
yeah.
where we are. Just lovely. Oh, no, she commented some time ago because I was about to say just lovely. Is that yes supposed to be about the sex? Are you agreeing with the sexual frustration part? It is something. I don't know. I wish that guy the best. That's I wonder how he is doing these days. Come to
He
think,
probably went and met him somebody who got him and his put some pep in his step.
I hope because that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a
Well,
lot.
girl, we've been
Well,
on here for 2 hours,
that's what
Jill.
I was about to say. Yeah, I'm about to say, girl, I gotta finish this dinner,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna clock in for a couple of hours for work and do some things.
Hmm. I
Uh,
appreciate you for coming up and clicking the link,
you're welcome. I had a
and
great
having this
conversation. Great
conversation.
time.
Okay. And we'll
Yeah.
we'll we'll make our arrangements.
Yes, we are going to set something up. So I'll be seeing you. Because I do know Mental Health Month is coming up too next month. So I want to do some great topics on that too. So yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
All righty. Well, thank you for having me. I
Okay. As usual,
appreciate
I
it.
appreciate you. I enjoy your company all the time. Okay, Jill. Thank you so much.
Yes. You're
Bye.
welcome. I'll be in the
And what
chat.
and what was the final name that you got for your your
Oh, the Comfort Crew.
I don't know. Yay!
Yeah, it's the Comfort Crew
Right.
was the name. So
So
that
that
is
one
what
is
my
full.
subbies are, the Comfy Crew.
That's a good name. That's the one I voted for, but I
Uh,
wasn't able to finish the live that you had.
it's
Okay.
okay.
All
All
right,
righty,
girl.
hon. I'll be in the chat and enjoy the rest of your day and have a wonderful
Thank
week.
you, hon. Okay.
Thank you.
Just Lovely says that it wasn't for that what we were talking about, but she says she doesn't have any time to teach. I should ask, if you get into a relationship with someone and you like that person, their personality, you know, you like everything that you've found out about the person through dating and whatever, and you see yourself wanting to, take the relationship a step further, get married or, whatever, and you had sex, or the opportunity came that you guys were gonna have to do the nasty, and you found out that that person needs like some serious coaching, or like they get so nervous all the time that they can't, they're stumbling, they can't I'm just laughing because I'm remembering shit. Or you get around that person and they get so nervous when it's time to do the do, and it's just not working out for you. You just not enjoying their idea of making love. Would you still stick around with that person because you love their personality, or are you gonna go? Are you gonna stay, or are you gonna go? You love their personality, you love everything about them. They are beautiful, you can talk to them, your communication is good, they're secure and stuff, they're in a good job, they can take care of themselves, all of that. But then the sex just wasn't good. Are you going to stick around with that person, or are you heading for the hills? That's my question. Are you going to stick around, or are you heading for the hills? What would you do? That's my question. Because I'm thinking about that poor dude. And I'm wondering, did that lady try enough? For real. Did she try enough to help the guy out? Did she say, come on, babe, let's watch some porn? Come on, let's try this. Let's do this. It may be hard for him. Oh Lord. Woo! Anywho, Jill says she'd run for the hills. I would try if you're a decent person and I really liked you and we've spent a lot of time together and the relationship is getting serious. But I would really try, and because I'm a very patient person, I would try. But if I'll give you, let's say, a few months, I'll give you that. And if there's no improvement and you're getting me frustrated, and you may feel some type of way because you're supposed to be the man in the relationship and seen as the stronger one or whatever, and I'm teaching you or trying to get you to get the shit to work, um after I've tried with you, I'm gonna go. After I've tried with you, I'm gonna go. You are not gonna make me miss out on a good time. You hear me? You are not gonna make me miss out on a good time. I'll be very patient. I'll try. I really will. And if I see that you're trying to, you know, do something to get, things working, let me put it that way, to get things working, that'll be different. Let me see. Just Lovely says, I would be so nasty. I would turn them up. Ooh, ooh, Just Lovely. They would teach themselves. If that doesn't work, I'm out. Ooh, Just Lovely. A guy I know. It's been a few years since I found out. You know, let me see. Talent says coach first, and if there are no results, keep it moving. That's me. That's me right there. Coach first, be very, gentle, you know, be understanding of the situation and try to find ways, to get the desired result. And if you are taking too long to learn, I am done with you, because you know what? I could be there teaching you, and you end up get, you know what? Let me not even go into this shit, because then you're gonna be out there with women trying to find, you know what? Jill sa- Jill says, I am not about to work overtime just to make you perk up. Ooh, Jill is not having it. Jill is running for the hills. Jill is running for the hills. She said, no way, baby. If you are not doing good, I, I'm not about to teach you. Okay. Some men have real issues getting it up. But, anyways, I'm going to go now. I really enjoy the conversation with you, Jill's Comfort Zone. I appreciate those who joined the membership. I appreciate those who shared my live stream. And I appreciate those who took the time out to type in my chat. Thank you for clicking the link, Jill. Thank you to the mods who were here. I appreciate you. I really do. And I am going to go on the streets right now. I looked on my phone a while ago and I see that Lady Nika is live. So obviously I'm going over there. I'm going to share it on my live stream like I usually do when if I'm going to a live. Okay, so Lady Nika is live. It's on my community wall. I'm going to see what you got going on while I get some stuff done in the kitchen. I will see you guys when I see you. Oh, Just Lovely typed another thing. Let me see. If you generally guide them and they see what your reaction is, that usually excites them. Ooh, I think Just Lovely knows a thing or two. I think Just Lovely knows a thing or two. Just Lovely. Thank you, Ronnie Q. And thank you, everyone, for being here. I appreciate you all. I'm going to run over there to. Did she start as it, or was it just a thing? Hold on. Yeah, she started. So Lady Nika is live, guys. We're going to see what's going on over there. Let's roll on out of here. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye. Bye, Strictly.